All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to you brothers that are laboring and pushing this word in truth and sincerity and with charity. I'm the brother Abraham from the camp here in GMS Chicago, coming back at you with another lesson. And, you know, there's so much to talk about, there's so much going on. The world is literally on fire. Okay. And the crazy thing is, we still haven't seen anything yet. All right. We all know the news about the U.S. capturing Maduro and the tensions that have rose among the nations because of it. Everyone is condemning America for what they did. Okay. And I was watching the LDR Shawamba's video that he did not too long ago. Okay, and he was obviously going into current events and the situation that happened as well. And some guy that he showed in the video breaking some of it down, like this is just a practice run, right? Let's see um how these nations react, or how the world reacts. Kind of like same thing that happened in 2020, right? Practice run. All right. But it also shows you, man, this man's pride. This man's pride is on another level. It's at an all-time high. But as the scriptures say, the Lord or the devil should come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time, and the time is short, and we are at the time of the end, the time of the end of Esau's age. Okay, so let me start off here in the book of Obadiah. Really, I want to read 3 and 4, even 5, and really everything. Or we'll go through the spirit, but let me just start at 1. All right, the vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom: We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. So a vision that Obadiah received concerning who? Edom. Okay. It says, Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. And Israel being, or I would say the state of Israel currently, is probably the most, if it's not probably, it is the most despised nation on the planet right now. And America is second right behind the small hats. Okay. It says, The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, Who shall bring me down to the ground? Right? So the pride of this devil we see in his actions. All right, we're going into Venezuela. We're getting Maduro. All right. We're taking their oil. We're going to run the country. Hey, guess what? Colombia, you're next. Hey, Mexico, you're next. All right. Greenland, you're next. All right. So these guys have the audacity, the the pride that they think they just run everything. Nobody can stop me. All right, what are you gonna do about it? I dare you to do something about it. All right, do something. And guess what? Eventually they are. All right. And continue on. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle was the symbol for America, right? It says, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord, right? Who boasts that, hey, we went to the moon, all right? We went to space. We're going to Mars. All right, we're going to explore space. We made a space force, right? It says, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, will they not leave some grapes? Right? Because in the law you have, when you harvest the grapes, you're supposed to leave a corner of that harvest for the poor. Right? But these guys, they need to have it all. Guess what? Oh, we're going to Venezuela. We're going to take over Latin America. Okay? We're going to take over the whole Western Hemisphere. That's why we got to take Greenland. Right? Meanwhile, his citizens and his own house are suffering. Meanwhile, they could take a step back. Oh, we just gave another 90 billion to Israel and Ukraine. Oh, you Americans? Nah, you cool. Y'all don't need that. Let me give it to someone else. Right? It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Right? It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. So this Edom's allies will eventually turn against him, right? In Revelations and in Jeremiah, it says that the nations have drunk of the wine of Babylon, and the nations are mad, right? So they've woken up and sobered up from the drunkenness that you got to them, and they realize what you did to them. And guess what? Now they're mad. They're not drunk no more. They're not passed out, stuck, stupid in the corner over there anymore. Guess what? They've woken up. And they've all woken up at the same time. All right. So from there, let's get this video here from the Kim Iverson show. It's entitled Lindsey Graham, Iran's Ayatollah is going to wake up dead. All right, let's hear a little bit.
So the administration that was supposed to be all about making America great again, staying, focused on America, America's needs, Americans' needs, wants, and desires. Instead, we are once again becoming the world police, or we're just going to continue to be the world police. Here's Lindsey Graham saying, Iran, don't worry, we're coming to save you.
To the people of Iran, help is on the way. Did you really have this hat on Air Force One with President Trump this weekend? The one that says, am I reading that right? Does that say, make Iran great again? Did you give that to the president?
I did, and he's not Barack Obama. He's not turning his back on the people of Iran who are demanding that their oppression end. And to the Ayatollah and his thugs, if you keep killing your people in defiance of President Trump, you're going to wake up dead.
Yeah,
Iran is on the verge of falling.
because America's coming. We are on our way. We're going to save you. And then he says he's not Barack Obama. Wait a minute. Are you telling me that we would have preferred Barack Obama? That we would have actually had maybe the non-interventionist person if we just would have stuck with somebody like Barack Obama? That maybe we would just be, not marching ourselves into saving the world on behalf of Israel and whatever else we're doing, or or oil companies, or whatever it is. We're back at Bush. This is Bush 3.0. Donald Trump might as well just rename himself as President Bush the third. What are we doing here? We're doing regime change for oil. We're gonna do what all the wars in the Middle East for Israel. We're just teleported back 25 years, essentially, is what we just did. It's unbelievable. Here's Senator Rick Scott, and he is saying that we're not done in Latin America. You thought Venezuela was it? No, no, no. You anti-regime change America firsters. Oh, we're not going to be focusing on America anytime soon.
So proud of what the president did, and Marco Rubio and Pete Hegseth and everybody, our military, Maria Corina Machado, and what they did in Venezuela is going to change Latin America. This is the start of changing Venezuela. Then we're going to fix Cuba. Nicaragua will get fixed. Next year we'll get a new president in Colombia. We're going to start. The democracy is coming back to this hemisphere.
Bro. It's crazy the amount of pride that's let's get Psalm 73. Bro, it's insane. All right, let's get Psalm 73 and 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Right? They just kill someone today, an ICE agent, just kill somebody today, caught on video, someone that was trying to drive off, and they shot her in the head. And they're saying he was trying to defend himself. Bro, you know he finna go away scot-free. If anything, he's finna get promoted and get $1 million bonus. Right? It says, Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. Right? Let me read it in the NLT. They wear pride like a jeweled necklace and clothe themselves with cruelty. So the way Jake likes to flaunt their jewelry in these music videos, all right, and show off, that's Esau, how they wear their pride. Let's listen to him again.
Venezuela, then we're going to everybody, our military
firsters. Oh, we're not going to be focusing on America anytime soon.
So proud of what the president did, and Marco Rubio and Pete Hegseth and everybody, our military, Maria Corina Machado, and what they did in Venezuela is going to change Latin America. This is the start of changing Venezuela. Then we're going to fix Cuba. Nicaragua will get fixed. Next year we'll get a new president in Colombia. We're going to start. The democracy is coming back to this hemisphere.
What? Hold on.
Bro, if this scripture doesn't just represent what this guy just said, right? It says their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish, and yet they still want more, right? They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. All right, it says they set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters full of cup are wrung out to them. All right, let's get stout. His look. Daniel 7 and 20. It says, and the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. Right? So these 10 horns, all right, which represent the EU, all right, these mouth that spake very great things is them boasting of their arrogance, right? For example, we're the greatest nation on earth. We have the greatest military on earth. All right, we're gonna just exactly what what's his name? Um, whoever this guy is right here. We're gonna what we just did is good, and we're gonna go and get Nicaragua, and then we're gonna get Colombia, and then we're gonna take this, and then we're gonna take that, and we're gonna bring democracy, and we're gonna go to the moon, right? That's this guy speaking great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows, right? He thinks he's greater than everybody else, right? But let's go ahead and let's go up in this chapter. Because what's happening now is just what the Roman Empire was doing when they came on the scene, right? Daniel 7 and 7. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast. This fourth beast representing the Roman Empire, right? It says, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Okay, so this beast that was dreadful and terrible, right, which, as I mentioned before, was the Roman Empire, right? This beast with its great iron teeth devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it. Is it going all over the known world and conquering it and subduing the nations under it, right? Making them pay tribute to them, okay? Making them serve in their military, so their numbers grew and, strength in numbers, right? Okay. And the 10 horns, its allies, which now America and its allies, you got NATO, you got the EU, okay? All right, let's read verse 18. It says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever, right? So we're just getting closer to this, right? But before this happens, guess what? The escalation to World War III is happening because the stage is being set for World War III, right? And before World War III, or I will say before the destruction happens of Babylon the Great, the mark of the beast, all right, needs to be implemented in the earth. Then, well, Elon Musk just came out and said that we're gonna chip. I forgot how much it was, like hundreds or thousands of people now, because we got this thing ready to roll out. Okay, everything's AI, everything's digital, so the system is already set. And for you to operate in this system, guess what you need to have? Yeah, you already know. Alright, so man, we go on and on and on and on and on about what's going on, and we'll see how stuff ends up playing out with this whole ICE that killed that woman, riots, uproars of the people, civil wars brewing. Alright, and like I said in the beginning of the video, we ain't seen nothing yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it there, Lord willing. This video was edifying. As always, all honor, glory, and praises goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Until the next time, Shalom.